Hello, hope you've been happy, healthy, and safe. We are going to do another you versus them reading. Okay, so we will get your current energies crowning the both of you, and then we will get their energy or your energy and then their energy. Take that how it resonates though. First pile could be you, second pile them, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. This is a general reading, so it could be about a partnership, could be about a workmanship, it could be about a family ship, it could be about a friendship. So take it how it resonates to you, and we will tap into the energies now, calling in your highest level spirit guides, angels, beings, higher self, anyone or anything that wants to give you the highest and best messages for your highest good. Calling them in now. Okay. Alright, so let's get the situation right now. What is the situation between the both of you at this time? Right now, what is it, please, Spirit? Okay, so the situation is you are both in the process of stepping into stillness, or you need to find um, stillness within this relationship. Okay, you need to find a calm, sense of calm. Okay, what is there? Or what is your energy, please, Spirit? What is the person I'm connecting with? What's their energy, please, Spirit? Okay, so you got you are a master in light on high. So with the koi fish, and that brings luck, stability, to probably, I'm feeling your finances. So it feels like you're working on your finances, um, creating stability and structure within your home life right now, and you're trying to master that, and I feel like you are mastering that. Okay, however, it does feel like there is a change coming for you at this time. On their side, they're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. So, um, they're possibly at the point in their life where they are getting ready to take a new direction, and be open to new experiences. I feel like maybe, and it shows her coming out of the water, it feels like they're ready to rise up with their new beginnings, create structure for themselves. Um, I feel like they might be communicating that at this time. Um, in a very loving way. If you can see, there's a lot of green in this. And that green indicates love to me, the heart chakra. Okay, so they're kind of on, you're on your material side, they're kind of on their spiritual side. Okay, and the middle ground here, what's connecting you both, is you're trying to find that calm. Okay, that calm between the two of you. uh let's get a little more on this. Okay, let's Okay, for you, please, Spirit, for them. For the you side. What's the you side? On your side, you are working on mending bridges between people, places, and things. I feel with this energy, because I feel like this almost gives me leader energy, and with the it kind of gives me the feeling that maybe you're a leader of some sort and you're responsible for the money of these other koi fish and whatever, and they're circling like I think that's a lotus, or I'm not sure what kind of flower that is, but there's a flower there and they're circling around it. It's almost like you're the flower and they're just circling around you. Yeah, with the master high. Those words popping out to me. And then, yeah, it feels like you're mending bridges right now. You're in a high position, maybe, where you have to mend bridges in order for these other people to be calm. Something's going on their side, again, with this spiritual blossoming, they're planting seeds that are growing right now. They're trying to plant them in where they matter. They're trying to plant the seeds in areas of their life that actually matter to them. Okay, and they're watching that grow. They're taking their power back. Okay, on you, your side, you're savoring pleasure. So right now, I feel like, because you are on your very material side, you're I want to say, I fully embrace the bliss in my life. However, I do feel like this, but this is also giving me an overindulge feeling. Like, it's like you're high right now. You're up high. You're on top of the world. You're focusing on your money. You're enjoying your money, but everything that rises will eventually fall. Okay? And so I feel like there's an element of that has already happened to you, with the mending bridges. I feel like things arose because you were savoring pleasure and you weren't focused on your material gains and that sort of thing, and now that's led you to a space where you need to mend bridges now. And that could be, I feel like it's in work, but it could be a family dynamic. You could have been the top of the family, like the head of the family, and then everybody got crazy around you, type of thing. On their side, they're dwelling in truth. They live their truth. It says, I stand in the light of truth. So they're in a very different space than you are. You seem to be more in your material space, and they seem very much in their spiritual space. Now, let's see what advice Spirit has. Actually, let's get some feeling cards. How you feel and how they feel. And then we'll get some advice from Spirit to see. because I feel like this connection can really complement each other. Like, material and logic, or material and spiritual. So I think of this material as the logic mind and the spiritual mind, okay? When you stick the two of them together, you're pretty much unstoppable, okay? So I feel like right now there's that element of, well, maybe you did something in the past and now you're trying to fix it. You're like, how do I it's like almost like you have a change in perspective of how maybe you viewed this other person. Yeah, and now you have to figure out how you're going to reconnect with this person. It's kind of how this is coming across to me. Let's use these guys and get just so, how are you feeling and how are they feeling in this situation? Okay, you feel hopeful. You haven't given up on this yet. They, this came in the reverse. They have worked on their shadow side. You made me realize my flaws, okay? So they have, because they're very spiritual, they've leveled up in a lot of ways, right? And you are stuck in habits. You don't know if we will ever change. You mean like with the connection, but because you're more on your logical side, you cannot really see how people and things can actually change for the better. But I feel like this person is kind of showing you that it is possible. That it's possible that people can change. Now, not everyone can change. you see that, but you're feeling that this person has taught you that it is possible to change. So it's just a matter of, you're still a little bit doubtful though. Okay. Let's see for them. Because it's like, I'm getting an element here of they're like 1 in a million. Like, because a lot of people try to change. A lot of people really try to change, but they don't succeed. But this person actually, I'm feeling like they're actually, they actually did. Okay. On their side, they're wanting commitment. So they want commitment with you. Take this how it resonates. If it's whatever type of relationship this is, they just want to know that they can depend on you. That it feels a lot like they've never actually had that in their life before, but they see it. Like, you haven't just showed them with your words, you've actually showed them with your actions, and you don't realize the impact that that's actually made on them, right? Like, especially if this is an unfamiliar, like, maybe a work situation, or, or just a acquaintance or friendship type situation. maybe you don't realize just how much of an impact you actually made on them by just maybe a simple act that you do all the time, but you didn't recognize that they don't have this in their life. So to you it seems normal, but to them they're like, wow, you know. Yeah. Okay, what advice does Spirit have for you? Okay, for you and then for them. What advice? What advice, please, Spirit? You have the portal card, Infinite Mind, Awakening Consciousness. So you have to awaken your perception. You have to awaken your mind to different possibilities and perspectives, okay? For them, they have to believe more. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power. They have to believe in their own personal power they have to change that. I feel like, and this card is giving me great intuitive vibes. So I feel like they need to recognize their power, recognize their beliefs are real, recognize that they can change their structures, they can change their everyday just by believing, right? Okay, what else? Let's use these guys. What else does Spirit have to say? Let's see, what is some advice from Spirit? Okay, for you, you have the bitch fire card. Male, female energy doesn't matter. But what this is it's a recommendation to stand up for yourself. Hold that bitch fire energy. Heal in order to make decisions and create new beginnings. And change keeps coming through here because you are in your very logical, your materialistic kind of vibe. There's an element there to giving away your power because of that. Yes man coming through. This, it feels like a little bit of yes man, like yes sir, you'll go the extra mile to please everybody at the expense of not pleasing yourself, right? Okay. For their side, they got the sword card. So they're in the process of making a decision to just change. Just change. I really feel like this is at an emotional level. They're working on changing their beliefs, because I don't feel like with the shadow side, I feel like they had a lot of shadows. They they believed a lot of things that maybe weren't true or weren't real. They they give a very soft, kind, almost naive kind of feeling, yet very strong. They also feel like a leader. But it feels like they maybe something came in fast that just kind of shook their world a little bit, and so now they have to be open to making more changes. And I feel like they're in the energy of they are doing this, but it's like they just need to feel confident enough within themselves in order to take that last step, okay? And then what's the advice for both of you? Um the Phoenix card, the 9 with in certain, yeah, for the both of you, I feel in order to get this calm, this power back within the situation, I think that you both need to rise up, communicate. I feel like there is a lack of communication here, perhaps, of what the both of you want. I feel like maybe on your side a little bit, you're not going ahead and saying what you need to say because you're scared, right? With this mending bridges, you just want to mend bridges. You don't want to rock the boat any more than it's been rocked. However, Spirit saying you need to rise up against that, be truthful. The person you're connecting with is very understanding, very spiritual, they see things other people don't see. So I feel like if you approach them with whatever you want to approach them with, however you want to, even if you come approaching them and you're a complete, douchebag about it, I feel like they are, they're probably just gonna, because they feel where you're coming from. So as long as you speak from the heart and don't let your ego overrun, right? Like, even if you do come across as like a douchebag, right? Like, you're still going to come out on top, because the person that you're connecting to, they're understanding, they're very spiritual, they all they care about really is truth. That's all this person cares about. They don't really care about the delivery. They care more about what is delivered, not so much the how. And I feel like maybe part of what the mending is because you're on your material side and stuff, you're concerned about the how. You're very much concerned about the how things are delivered. You're not concerned about the truth of the delivery, you're concerned about the delivery itself. And that is what I think the conflict between this connection is truth. It's like they know the truth. They also know you know the truth, but they know you're not really stepping up to the plate and saying the truth. And so that's what's causing the conflict in the first place. Okay? That's what's kind of, yeah, causing the conflict. Okay, so what do you need to surrender and what do they need to surrender? We'll get. Sorry, my voice got very high there. Okay, I'm very excited about what you need to surrender. So you need to surrender to miracles. Be open to the miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt. The miracles can happen. So I feel like there is an element on your side, because you're so logical, you don't believe that you can just make things happen. With your perspective. Like, there's a difference between I will have and I have. You see, like, I will have means one day you might have it, or you could say I might have, or I will have. There's a difference, right? And just by changing that dialogue within yourself, can bring about miracles. But you have to also, it's not just enough to say it, you have to believe it, right? You have to believe that what you're saying is true. Okay? Surrender comparisons with other people. So they need to surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strength, attractiveness, and power. Okay? I feel an element within this person that they do that anyways. They do focus on themselves. However, when certain people get chosen over them, then they start to doubt themselves. Okay? So they have to surrender to comparing themselves, like knowing their worth. They have to surrender to knowing their worth and not comparing themselves to anybody. And then for the both of you, what you both need to surrender, what your shared energy is, surrender worry. Okay, you both need to surrender to worry, because you both have this problem. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Okay, so more so on your side than their side, I feel like because you're so logical, you let that monkey mind override what you feel. They are on almost the opposite, where they feel and then they override their logical mind. Okay, so I feel like what will help the two of you is that actually you'll complement each other very well, because you'll have that spiritual side, that logical side, and if you can learn to communicate in an open perspective, like if they can get past the materialistic side of you, and you can get past the spiritual side of them, you both share strength. Like, you'll share your strengths, because what you see as a weakness in them and what they see as a weakness in you are actually your strengths. So if you put them together, you'll be unstoppable. Okay, so if you take that advice, where will this go? Where will this go? Okay, so the Phoenix. A new phase, renew, transformation, growth, change, mind, and rekindle. Okay, so whatever, if you take the advice from Spirit, this is gonna bring you both in a direction where you can rise up and be unstoppable, is what Spirit is saying here, okay? So this looks really good. Really, really good. Okay? So please try. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there, and until next time, stay happy, healthy, and safe. Bye.